recording. Well, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May peace of Allah and blessing be upon you all, my dear sisters, my dear girls, my dear diamonds. Well, um, at 6 o'clock, according to Cairo time zone, and Al Quds time zone, we are going to begin, okay? So I'm going to begin by reciting the new part, which is going to be the two ayahs of Surah Al-Ikhlas, the last two ayah. And I will give you a chance to repeat it, everyone alone, as we used to. And then I'm going to analyze those ayah from the Tajweed point of view. And then we're going to take Tajweed. This is the first session. And this is the part which is going to be recorded. Alhamdulillah, I began the recording. Okay, let's go. Okay. There is something. Okay. Well, I'm going to share the Quran with you. Okay, my dears. Last time, yeah. Okay. Last time we did take the first two ayah, correct? I'm going to say it again and kindly repeat it after me until the end of the ayah, because today, inshallah, we will finish this Surah Al-Ikhlas. And by the way, this surah is equal to 1/3, 1/3 of the Quran. So if you recite it 3 times each night before you sleep, you go sleep, inshallah, equal to finishing, equal to reciting all the Quran, because this is a very important surah, testify the unification of Allah. That Allah is unique. Sorry, that Allah is unique and no God but Allah. Kindly close your microphone, everybody. So I'm going to begin the recitation and kindly repeat after me, okay? أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ
No,
بالله.
close your microphone,
Okay.
each one alone by himself, kindly. Thank you. And kindly also notice the movement of my mouth, okay? As possible as can. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد. الله الصمد. Now I begin the new recitation. So we are going to say the whole ayah together because it's short, and then we are going to separate it word by word, okay? أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. لم يلد ولم يولد. لم يلد ولم يولد. يولد. I will begin, I will say it all together and then begin the next ayah. لم يلد ولم يولد. لم يلد ولم يولد. I'll begin the new ayah. ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. Repeat it after me, please. ولم ولم يكن له يكن له كفوا أحد. كفوا أحد. Okay, my dear, I think you finished. Now I'm going to analyze the new ayah, two ayah, because now I knew your standard more or less, so you can follow me in what I'm going to say. I'm going to explain him here the tajweed rules which is applied upon the ayah which we are reciting, okay? Lam, and of course the haraka, the makharij as possible as can. In general, in details, it will be in the during the tajweed, which will be after this. Lam, lam, lam. Okay, how I'm pronouncing lam. Pay attention. Lam is having fatha. La. Fatha, she's the daughter of the mad tabi'i alif, the same articulation point. We are going to take it today. Opening of the mouth is vertically, not smiling position. La. Just like la, the only difference in duration. This is one haraka. The natural mad alif is two haraka, but the same pronunciation, the same articulation point, the opening of the mouth and the tongue is completely relaxed. Lam, la, not la. Look to my face, please. Not la, not la, not la, huh? Not la. Average opening, not smiling. So la, lam, lam, Letter M, it's one of the letters which we call them the in-between letters. We have the loose letter, we have the tight letters, and we have the in-between. In-between, it's a semi-continuous sound. Not continuous because the articulation point, neither totally opening as with loose letters, nor closed as with tight letters. So it's in between. In-between letter give us the tell us about the time when we talk, my dears, about loose letters, in between letters, and tight letters. We are talking about the duration of the letter. M, it's in between. So lam, lam. Wait a little. Lam. Okay. Yalid, yalid. Okay. I will need this here. This yalid. Okay. Yeah. يا يا فتحة vertically opening يا لام متكسرة لي. I'm lowering the lower jaw. The same position, vertical opening. We never use the horizontal opening in our recitation in Quran. Never, ever, forever. Never, ever, forever. So, ya, li, ya, li. Ya, li. Dal having sukoon. This is the sound of sukoon. And since it has sukoon, we are going to apply what we call qalqala. We explained it last time. Of course, I'm going to explain it again briefly, of course, until we reach it in Tajweed, inshallah. It's as I told you, qalqala. The literally translation is disturbance, but it's wrong. This is what we don't. This is not what we are meaning in Tajweed. What do we mean in Tajweed? That you are going to close the articulation point, okay, of the letter, and then suddenly, pay attention kindly, suddenly, and with a degree of force, you are going to open the articulation point. This will lead the sound which is dragged behind the articulation point to be pushed out by also a degree of force. This will cause the sound to have qalqala, which we say this sound is said, we call it qalqala, because it was stopped, it was blocked, the articulation point was closed, and then suddenly with a degree of force open, so the sound, not air, sound will be pushed by also a degree of force. يلد يلد أد. The letter of qalqala, they are خطبة جد. And by the way, only briefly. Just close the articulation. The tip of the tongue must touch the alveolar ridge and close. There is no distance in between. Try it. Close. They are touching. No space in between, and then release the articulation gone by a degree of. لم يلد. Okay, and no. We are here. I think we have to, yes, so I can. Okay. ولم the same idea. Fatha, the same position, the same position of my mouth, vertically opening, and then meme with sukoon. It is the same meme like here. We just give her the time of the in between letter. So lam, 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 not walam, walam. The sound is completely different from walam. Okay. يولد yeah, with dhamma. Dhamma, it is the same articulation point of the wow, lips in front and in the shape of O, with a tiny space, not tiny, with a good space, average opening in the middle to allow the sound to pass through. So ow, say with me, ow. This is the articulation point of letter wow and the natural mad wow. We are going to take inshallah by details. But since we are reading, I'm going to mention to you briefly. So you, yeah, with dhamma and wow, my position is my lips are in the shape of O with a space in between to allow the dhamma and the wow to run through. You, يولى لام with فتحة and دال with قلقلة. يولد. Okay, look to my face hand. Okay, ولم, the same idea. ولم Nothing new here for us. يَكُنْ لَهُ. Here, those two words together. Ya with fatha, ya. Then kaf with dhamma, ku, yaku, yaku. If I read the first word alone, if I read this word alone, it's going to be yakun, yakun. But since we are reading, we are going to continue the recitation. So here we have the noon with sukuna followed by lam. So we are going to apply idgham or merging. Okay. We have in merging two kinds, the full merging and the not full merging, or complete merging and the non-complete merging. This is one, lam is one of the letters of the full merging. Okay, that's why the noon has no sign upon it and the lam has shadda. This is the sign of the full merging in Quran. So while you are reciting Quran, Quran is helping you to know what is the hukm, what I'm going to apply here. So here I'm going to apply the full merging. Okay. There is another division for merging. In case if you decide you study by the other way, there is idgham merging with ghunna and merging without ghunna. This is merging without ghunna because it's lam. So what we are going to do, kindly pay attention here. What I'm going to do here. Okay. I'm going to I will use this color and this color, okay? Fine. Okay. It's written here, the first word, ya with fatha, kaf with dhamma, and noon, correct? And then the second word, lam, shadda, fatha, and ha with dhamma. When I'm going to continue recitation, this noon will disappear as if it's not here. This letter, noon, will totally disappear as if it is not here. So I'm going to move from the pronunciation of kaf with dhamma of yakun to the lam with shadda of lahu. Okay? Again, what I'm going to do, I'm going to move from the kaf with dhamma to the pronunciation of lam with shadda directly because I don't have noon anymore because it is fully merged into lam. Fully merged, that means it is not here anymore. So, yakul, yakul, yakul. If I stopped, for any case, I stopped here, it's going to be yakun. But if I continue recitation, so it's going to be yakul, yakul, yakullahu, yakullahu. Pay attention. It's fully merged into lam. That's why lam has said that. So, my dears, pay attention kindly. When lam has shadda, it means that it's two lam. The first lam is lam with sukoon. Correctly, the first lam is lam. Let us write here. Lam with shadda and fatha. It's two lam. Correctly, the first lam, it's lam with sukoon. The second lam, it's lam with fatha. Okay. So when I pronounce lam, I must clarify the lam with sukoon because here, why the lam is having shadda? Because the noon is merged, fully merged into lam. So I must clarify the pronunciation of lam. Otherwise, I will cancel the applying of full merging and the lam with sukoon. If I say, وَلَمْ يَكُ لَهُ ولم يكن له like this. we wasted a lot of things by this way. But I must stop. I must give the lam with sukun sometime, which is the type of the in between letters. Len Omar, in between, just like the meme, just like the ain. So lam yakul, huh? Yakul la. Yakul. This is the lam sakina, and then la, the lam with fatha. So I'm going to say يَكُلْ. Yeah, I'm moving from the kaf with dhamma to the lam with sukoon, and then the lam with fatha. يَكُلْ لا. يَكُلْ لا. So, as possible as I can write here. Yeah, كلها is going to be, we are going to pronounce it like this. Yeah, with fatha, kaf with dhamma, lam with sukoon, lam with fatha, and ha with dhamma. This is how it's going to be pronounced. Yeah, كل. Yeah, كل. يا كله. يا كله. This is how it's going to be pronounced. Okay? So, كفوا. كفوا. It's all my lips rounded with the space in between because it's كاف والضمة فا والضمة and واو. كفوا. 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 Look to my mouth. كفوا. كفوا. Kufu tanween followed by hamza. So I'm going to apply izhar or clear noon or clear tanween to the tanween. Kufuwan. Kufuwan. I'm just going to pronounce the tanween as it is without any extending in the ghunna. Without any extending in the ghunna. Because this is izhar, clarification, or in other words, the clear noon, the clear tanween. Okay? Pronounce the tanween as it is, without any adding, without any shorting, just noon second at the end of the word. And do not extend the ghunna. This is izhar. Kufuwan. Ahad. Ahad. Hamza fatha. This is Hamza, not Alif. Hamza fatha. Ha fatha. Ha. 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 I'm going to stop, so it's going to be ahad. Okay? Okay, I want just to clear the page. Okay. Now we are going to move to Tajweed because the first session is the session which is recorded. I hope that this was helpful. Inshallah, by time it will be easier and easier. Well, my dears, participant can now see. Okay, you can see further. You can see this this picture, those pictures. So we are going to. I will take this pen and I would like to have which one? This color. Okay. So today we are going to begin the first main articulation points of the 5 main articulation points, which we already took them or have taken them the last time. You remember? There were 5, correct? Yes? I will remind you, my dears. I will remind you. I will try to bring the other. Well, this is what we did take the last time, correct? Just to remind you, to help you remember. We said there are 5 main organs or 5 main articulation points from where there's another 17 articulation point came out from or through those 5 main organs or 5 main articulation points. Number one, we said the throat. Number two, the oral cavity, which is the space inside the throat and the mouth. And then the tongue, the lip. Last one is the nasal cavity. Okay? Today we are going to begin the first one, which is what we call the oral cavity. What is the oral cavity? We said that it is the space inside the throat and inside the mouth, and it is the articulation point of the 3 mad letters. The 3 mad letters, they are the alif with sukoon and preceded by any letter which has fatha, and ya with sukoon preceded by any letter which has kasra, or waw with sukoon and preceded by any letter which has dhamma. So those are the 3 letters of the natural mad or the long vowel. Okay? We extend each one in normal cases for 2 counts. 2 counts, 2 fingers released. 1, 2. I say la. I say li. I say lu. 2 counts. Okay? The count of the natural mad is double the time or the duration of the short vowel. Again, the duration of the long vowel, any long vowel, is double the time of the short vowel, of any short vowel. Vice versa, the short vowel is half the duration time of the natural mad. Fatha has the same articulation point as Alif, but half the time. 1 haraka, 1 finger release. La. But with mad, la. The same with kasra. Li. Li. If it's natural mad. Lam with dhamma. Lu. Lam with dhamma and wow, natural mad. Lu. Duration. It is the difference between the long vowel and the short vowel, but the same movement, the same articulation point. Pay, please, your attention to this. This is very important. Today, inshallah, we are going to work upon the natural mad alif only. So the oral cavity, which is the blue part and the green part, it is the articulation point of the long vowels or the natural mad. Alif sakina preceded by fatha, ya with sukoon preceded by kasra, waw with sukoon preceded by dhamma. In Quran, it will not receive any sukoon, any sign upon it. You will find nothing. Okay? Because we have other letters which call the letters of lead or eased. They will have sukoon as a before the over the ya and the waw as a kind of making distinct in between them. Well, I will now move to the articulation point of the long vowel alif or the natural mad alif. Long vowel alif or the natural mad alif, the articulation point, it's from the oral cavity. It's coming from here and from the space here, in the throat and in the mouth. Okay, there is no certain point where I can tell you if this sound stop here or produces from here, but it came from this area. Okay, as we said before, it's not from the chest, it's not from the belly, it's from this area. Okay, that's it. No, this is not. Pay attention. Number one, the opening of your mouth, sorry, of your mouth must be vertically, like this, like you can see here in the picture, like you can see here in this photo. Vertically opening. Not smiling position, and don't open too much and not too narrow. For example, look to my mouth, please. I say la, not la, not la, not la, la, la. Okay? By training, it will come. Number two, pay attention. Your tongue is completely released, relaxed, completely relaxed. My tongue doesn't play any role in the pronunciation of the long vowel alif or the natural mad alif. Play no rule. Okay? So, مد طبيعي, natural mad or the long vowel alif, the articulation points from the oral cavity. Okay? Pay attention to 1, opening of the mouth. 2, your tongue must be completely relaxed. Completely relaxed. If you move any part of the tongue, this will affect the sound. If you move this opening not in the correct way, it will affect the sound. Okay? Very well. Sorry. Here, you can see the not correct, the wrong opening of the mouth. Too wide, wrong. Too tiny, wrong. This wrong and this wrong. Pay attention carefully. Too much opening, wrong. Not ha, no, not ha, no, ha, ha. This affects the sound. Okay? So this is wrong, this is wrong. The correct position, it is the last picture I show you. Inshallah, at the end of the session, I'm going to send you the video and the important picture. But I think you no need to send you the picture since it's video recorded. So it's no need, I think, to send this. Okay. Now we are going to have some examples, okay? To how we pronounce the ha. I'm going to take, for example, 2 from here, and then we are going to move to al-qira'iyya. Well, my dear, this word, it's ma. This is a natural mad, but because it's followed by hamza in the same word, so it's now what we call the mandatory connected mad. Mandatory connecting mad. It will be attended for 4 or 6, but for the more common in our way of recitation, Hafsa and Asim, we extend it for 4 counts, or for haraka counts, means haraka. So for counts, ma, 4. Pay attention to the articulation pointer, how we articulate, from where we articulate alif, and the position of your mouth, the opening of the mouth. Pay attention, my dear, and the relaxing of the tongue, okay? Of course, pay attention that the natural bend is following the letter before him in being full mouth or empty mouth, heavy letter or light letter. If it's preceded by a light letter like ma, it's going to be light letter. Ma, I don't say ma, because this is a light letter. If this letter, which is coming before the mad, is a heavy letter or a full mouth letter, then the mad will follow it. It will be heavy letter or full mouth letter. Like pa, 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 not like me, me. Both are natural mouth, but being the natural mouth to be full mouth or an empty mouth, it's according to the letter which is preceding this one. Okay, I'm going to move to قراءة because this is going to help you a lot in knowing how to differentiate between Fatha and Mad Alif, to notice the difference in duration in between. It's very important also to know the different shapes of natural mad or the long vowel you're going to read in Quran. It have more than one shape. You are going to this is going to help you a lot, okay? Okay, my dear. I'm going to begin by here. Here, for example, here, those are to distinguish in between the duration of a letter